Hey guys, I'm Sarah, it's Sunday, you're watching 7 Awesome Lesbians. Jess chose the topic this week, and it is PDA and pet names. How do you feel about PDA? To what extent are you comfortable with it, either with yourself or with other people? Do you like pet names? And I have to read the examples that she gave for pet names. Baby, cupcake, honeyshnookums, etc. When it comes to PDA, I'm not a big fan. I personally don't really enjoy it when I'm sitting there eating lunch and my friends are making out, because that's just kind of unappetizing. And that happens a lot because within my group of friends, a lot of people end up paired off. And so I have like a bunch of friends that'll just like be sitting there cuddling and making out instead of eating during lunch. And the rest of us are sitting there like maybe join on the conversation or eat or do something besides like suck each other's faces off. But I mean, I love them all, but it does get to be a little bit much at times. Holding hands, sitting on laps, stuff like that, like little kisses. I'm fine with those. As a matter of fact, I think that they're kind of cute, especially at school. That's just further than kisses is way too much, and it's inappropriate, and I have known people to get in trouble for like making out in the middle of the hallway. That goes to something that really bothers me, which is when people just stop in the middle of the hallway. That's not something you do in high school. You don't stop in the middle of the hallway, especially to make out. So yeah, that's my stance on PDA. Not a big fan, but it can be cute sometimes. Pet names are something that I've never really enjoyed. Honeyshnookums is not one that I would ever use, and if anybody I was with ever called me honeyshnookums, I would probably punch the person in the face. Just don't like those things. Like babes and baby and, babe, things like that, sweetheart, darling, those are okay, but once you reach a certain point in the relationship, after like a couple weeks, I don't want the person I'm with to be calling me pet names. I like to be called by my name in a relationship. And I know that sounds really, really stupid, just like as a statement. I like to be called by my name because doesn't everybody? Unless you hate your name. I'm sorry if you don't like your name. But I feel like in a relationship, you should not, I feel like it's kind of degrading to call somebody something other than their name, especially something like cupcake or honeyshnookums. So, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with other people doing that in their relationship, but personally, I just don't like it at all. I mean, after a few months, yeah, sure, call me babe, whatever, but no. Sooner than that, it's not okay by me. Honestly, I think it's kind of degrading, kind of disrespectful towards me, towards the other person. I don't use pet names. I don't call people by pet names, like, except for my friends. But that's a completely different matter. Like calling your friend babe or sweetie, that's completely different than calling the person that you're with, something like that. So anyway, that was a little bit of a rant with a couple of tangents. On to the question. The question is college. Being only 15, college is something that I don't really like to think about. And I'm going to be a junior next year. So I have people asking me all the time, like, oh, Sarah, what type of college are you looking for? And I know what types of colleges I want to look at, and I already have some in mind. But I always feel like when I talk about colleges, I'm just like getting way ahead of myself. And I have friends that like went and looked at colleges over spring break this year, like friends my age in my grade, and that just amazes me that people are so far ahead with something like college when they've got like 2.5 more years to think about it. I do know I don't want to go to a big school. I don't want to go to a university. I'm planning on only looking at small liberal arts colleges. I have a couple in mind. I definitely want to look at like Sarah Lawrence, Vassar, Bard, Orlam, Drew, Goucher, like small, nice places like that. I am the type of person that would not fit at a big college in the slightest. I like to be involved. I like to be a part of things. I like to be a part of community. And I feel like in a big university, that's not going to happen. And I feel like at a big university, I'm not going to do well because, you know, like 500 people in a class, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. It's like, that's just, so this video is kind of long and I rambled a little bit. I'm sorry. But next week, there will be a big surprise for everybody, so make sure that you watch my video next week because it's going to be very exciting. I promise you, you're going to be very shocked and very excited. So look forward to next week. Comment, rate, subscribe, but most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!